Guten Tag alle, Herr Wallace here. Before I get started, I wanted to answer a question that some of you have asked me. Why do I teach German in these videos and I use English primarily? And the reason is there are actually several reasons. One reason is because I conduct my lessons entirely in German. It is good for my students to have access to videos where they can receive the grammar again in their own language so that they can perhaps better understand it. Sometimes, language can be difficult, grammar topics can be difficult. And in addition to that, since on YouTube the primary audience is English, or English is a language that most people can speak, and since these video series are directed primarily at English learners of German language, then this is another reason. Also, as a teacher, I know that I'm teaching German, and many of the parents of my students do not speak German. So these videos give them a chance to be able to find out what it is their students are learning, and thereby also hopefully help them, or help them if they get into trouble understanding topics that they are trying to understand in the German class. So having said all that, Guten Tag alle, Herr Wallace hier. Heute werden wir ein bisschen über den Genitiv sprechen. Today we're going to talk about the genitive again. Now in German there are four basic cases: the nominative, the accusative, the dative, and the genitive. And we have talked in other videos about the other three cases. Here we have the definite articles, der, die, das, and die for plurals. And we're going to look at how they change in the genitive. So in the genitive, der words, masculine nouns, will change to des. Die words, or feminine nouns, will change to der. Das words, or neuter nouns, will also change to des. And die words, representing plural nouns, will also change to der. If you are using a masculine or neuter noun, or der or das word, in the genitive case, and it is one syllable long, then on the noun that follows these definite articles, you will add an es. And if it is a der or das word, masculine or neuter noun, which is more than one syllable long, then you will add simply an s. So again, one syllable long der or das word, add an es. More syllables than one, add an s. So let's look at this in practice. It is the end of the night. Night is a feminine noun, die Nacht. So when we put this into German, using the genitive case, es ist das Ende der Nacht. He is the master of the game. Ist der Meister des Spieles. Das Spiel changes to des, and the es is added on to Spiel because it is one syllable long and is a das word. Where is the end of the rainbow? Wo ist das Ende des Regenbogens? So der Regenbogen changes to des. It is this word Regenbogen has four syllables, so we're just adding an s to it. The War of the Stars, der Krieg der Sterne. This is a plural, and it's going to change to der. The Book of Death, das Buch des Todes. The Light of My Life, das Licht meines Lebens. Where is your friend's car? Wo ist das Auto deines Freundes? Sometimes it's helpful for Americans or for English speakers to view this as, where is the car of your friend, and think of the genitive as the of the. And while that's an outdated English, it is closer to the way I think that the genitive or the genitive works in German. When is your wife's birthday? So we're going to say, when is the birthday of your wife, which is wann ist der Geburtstag deiner Frau. I can see your school's flag. Ich kann die Fahne deiner Schule sehen. Couple of things here. Schule is a D word, so it changes to der, and we take the er and we add it on to the possessive pronoun, in this case dein, to get deiner. And one thing you may also notice, if you've watched our previous videos over modal verbs, kann is a modal verb, so the other verb in this sentence, sehen, must be put at the end. That is my brother's car. That is the car of my brother. Das ist das Auto meines Bruders. Bruder, masculine noun. changes to des. We take the es, add it on to our possessive pronoun, mine. We get minus. Bruder itself is 2 syllables long, so we simply add an s. Just like in the accusative, where there were prepositions that always indicated the accusative, durch, für, gegen, ohne, and in the dative, where there were prepositions that always were dative, aus, außer, bei, mit, nach, seit, von, zu. These are just our little devices for learning them. For the genitive, there are also prepositions that are always genitive. Während, during or while, statt, instead of, wegen, because of, and trotz, in spite of. There's a couple more that I will mention. Innerhalb und außerhalb. Innerhalb being within, außerhalb being without. These are also genitive prepositions. So how do these work? I have to work during the day. Have to in German is muss, so ich muss während des Tages arbeiten. He has to go because of the time. Muss wegen der Zeit gehen. I am going in German, this is ich gehe. You don't have to translate that am. That's a problem for a lot of English speakers. They want to say ich bin gehen, but it's simply ich gehe zur Tankstelle, and zur is just a contraction for zu der. Zu is a dative preposition, changing the definite article for die Tankstelle to der, and you can actually form a contraction from zu der and be zur. So ich gehe zur Tankstelle statt der Bibliothek. And the last one, ich werde das Spiel trotz des Schmerzes spielen. Werden is a future tense, so this means our other verb or secondary verb, in this sentence spielen, will be at the end. Okay, so das ist es eigentlich. Ich danke euch für das Zuschauen und das Zuhören. I thank you for watching and listening. Have a great day. Schönen Tag noch. Tschüss.